1 bar with a move from the rag. Copsail Lad, number 14, 25 to 1 from 40. Who's favourite on your Magic Machine? The Exchanges female.
Joint favourites, Captain Corelli and Joe's Edge. King Harold just a slight bit out of it. My strongest one, though, is Joe's Edge. He's now favourite, clear favourite on the Exchanges. Joe's Edge at 8.8 to 1.
He's 8.5 to 1 on the boards.
Shall we head off?
Well, it's just what sight we want to see here. The sun beating down on the pack stands. They're coming out. Simon Holt to call the opener.
Many Irish visitors amongst us here today, and a very happy St Patrick's Day to all our many Irish viewers as well, as they come into line and away they go for the Jewson Novices Handicap Chase. 2 miles and 5 furlongs ahead of them. King Harold on the near side of Son of a Fushi in the green jacket. In orange, St Matthew is up with the pace. They seem to be going a good old lick over the first there. Bizet just a slightly untidy landing back in the field. On towards the second, Son of a Fushi from King Harold. St Matthew, Big Rob in yellow and blue with Le Passing. And then towards the outside in a red cap is Joe's Edge. Back on the inside, Eric's Charm in yellow colours, followed through by Sir OJ. And in the middle of those is Sleep Bell as they clear the next plain fence. Lactadel a bit off the pace in these early stages. A chance just to settle down a little bit now. They've got a long left-hand turn before they're required to jump again. And up at the head of affairs, it's King Harold that leads to Son of a Fushi in second place. On the inside, Eric's Charm is quite keen from St Matthews. See You Sometime in pale blue, the horse in the noseband moving up out wide, followed by Big Rob, and then St Matthew and Sir OJ up the inside. They're tracked by Sleep Bell and Le Passing back in the field as they near another plain fence. Leader King Harold jumps it fluently, all safely over, with Bizet one of the back markers still, and also towards the rear Captain Corelli as they jump another plain fence. And King Harold continues to make it Quasars right out the back as well, so too Tana River. A run to the next plain fence. Remember, we're on the new course today. This is the Gold Cup track for the next couple of days, and it's King Harold from in second place, St Matthew in the orange jacket, then Sir OJ and Eric's Charm out wide, Son of a Fushi with See You Sometime. Up the inside, Graphic Approach following Sir OJ through, then Liverpool Echo and Sleep Bell. Le Passing is not too far off the pace. Out wide is Lactadel from Joe's Edge, then Copsail Lad. Back then to Ball and Malt and Tana River, Bizet, Captain Corelli, and Quasar is the back marker under champion jockey Tony McCoy. They went 8 to 1 the field here, wide open race, 8 to 1 favourite Captain Corelli, as they now run towards the back straight, and a much wider loop on this new course, a wider oval, and it's King Harold that leads down the hill to Son of a Fushi. St Matthew on the inside, then Big Rob, very handy throughout. See You Sometime and Sir OJ. Next is Eric's Charm and Graphic Approach as they jump the next. Le Passing out wide from Lactadel, who's getting a bit closer. Next was Joe's Edge from Sleep Bell and Liverpool Echo. And then out wide, Tana River from Captain Corelli and Bizet, and Copsail Lad nearer the inside over the water jump, and Quasar is at the back. Nearing the first of their open ditches now. Big jumping test, and it's King Harold comes to it and measures it well from Son of a Fushi. Bad mistake by Joe's Edge there back in the field, and Sleep Bell made it all wrong and looks like being pulled up as they go to another plain fence. King Harold, See You Sometime, clearing this one. Bizet very slow at that as well. Back with the leaders, King Harold from See You Sometime. Big Rob on the inside. Lactadel the Grey now into fourth place from Sir OJ. Then Eric's Charm out very wide, Son of a Fushi. This is another open ditch, and the leaders sail over it in the style of handicappers, not novices. And it's still King Harold, the horse that chased home Ollie McGurn at Wetherby. King Harold leads from See You Sometime. Then Big Rob, who's travelling nicely on the inside, jumped that well from Lactadel. Behind the leaders, Sir OJ in the noseband. Still going okay is Le Passing. Then Son of a Fushi, who looks to be beating a retreat. And they make the top turn towards a tricky fence now, 4 from the finish. Still King Harold made just about all the running so far as King Harold comes in to take it. Bold jump there, down Big Rob, brings down Copsail Lad on the inside. Bit of a melee there. Graphic Approach was another that was brought down as they start down the hill. At least 3 horses out of that fence, and it's King Harold from Lactadel on the outside, Sir OJ on the right in the noseband. See You Sometime right there, the pale blue jacket. Le Passing pecks on on landing, back in 5th place. Then Tana River trying to stay on, as now they race for the final turn with 2 fences left to jump. King Harold is tackled by Lac du Dal on the outside. See You Sometime back in 3rd, and then Sir OJ. King Harold, can he make all the running here in the hands of Matthew Batchelor? Lac du Dal is a very resolute performer. Richard Johnson coming at the leader as they approach the second last fence. King Harold and Lac du Dal, they both skip over the fence, skim to the other side. See You Sometime in 3rd, then Sir OJ racing for the last. King Harold's very game, but Lac du Dal also is spoiling for a fight over the last. King Harold nods on landing, eating the grass. Lac du Dal, the door is half open now. King Harold's in front. Matty Batchelor's lost his eyes. He's kicking away in front from Lac du Dal, and King Harold is a very generous accomplice to Matthew Batchelor, and King Harold runs on gamely to win. From Lac du Dal in 2nd, See You Sometime is 3rd, then Sir OJ. Behind them was Le Passing from Eric's Charm, Quasar late headway from St Matthew, then Liverpool Echo, Son of a Fushi next, then Bizet, and Tana River, one of the last to complete. We've got several loose horses coming up the run-in, and hopefully all the horses and the riders will be okay. 1 or 2 pulled up out in the country. Captain Corelli is trotting back. He may well have been brought down, but a notable win here for Matthew Batchelor, riding for Mark Bradstock in the colours of Piers Pottinger on King Harold. Well, the horse's form was there to be seen because he'd run very well at Wetherby behind Ollie McGurn. Dramatic race, though. Drama at the last. He nodded on landing. Matty Batchelor lost his eyes. He just had to kick the horse out. But what a genuine and resolute performer he proved.
Well, Matty Batchelor, if you're going to win a race at the festival, nearly fall off the last, recover and still win. Incredible.
Wasn't pretty, Tomo, was it?
Hey, listen, how did you stick on there? That's the main thing, first of all.
Pure fear, I think.
Come on, big fella, come round here. Come
Pure
on,
fear.
Come on.
Might have got a bit of a rollicking off terror.
Yeah. Talk us through, come at the last fence.
Today's jump fence to fence.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been working with Yogi. Yogi's helped immensely.
Yogi Breisner,
Yeah, Yogi Breisner. Just pecked a little bit at the last pecked and just ducked a little bit.
Yeah.
Lost my stirrup. Never going to get it back, so I kicked the other one out, and so there we go.
How much does this mean to you?
Well, to be honest, Tom, I'll wait for the alarm clock to go off and someone tell me I've got to ride out, you know. I can't believe it. It's like a dream come true, you know.
You've done it. Enjoy. There's a very special walk back.
Yes.
An outstanding riding performance.
Yes, thank
well
you.
done.
Cheers.
The first running of the Jewson Novices Handicap, a race that is here to stay after a pulsating thriller there, won eventually by King Harold, made virtually all the running except for the last, of course. 9-1, joint second favourite. It was 11 and 10 generally this morning. Coral knew they only went 9-1, but there's a deduction of 5 pence in the pound because Kickham's a non-runner. The runner-up, Lac du Dal, was sent off the 12-1, joint 6th favourite. The third, See You Sometime, also returned at 12-1. Sir OJ was 4th, sent off at 18-1. Sir OJ, Captain Corelli was the 8-1 favourite, the 12th time a horse at the festival has started at 8-1. No horse has ever started bigger than that as a favourite. Captain Corelli beaten the 8-1 favourite, but what a great time this is for Matty Batchelor. A few days ago, he was up before the beats at the Jockey Club headquarters in Shaftesbury Avenue. Now he rides his first festival winner. The fortunes turn in racing. Matty Batchelor picking King Harold virtually off the floor to win at 9-1, joint second best.
Well, you can forget your Hardy Eustaces and your Moscow Flowers. I can tell you this will be the most popular success in the weighing room. Matty Batchelor, certainly one of the favourites. Really good sense of humour. Works hard. He's been under a bit of a cloud for about 6 months with an inquiry that's taken far too long to resolve. But he's given this horse a great ride, and also well done to Mark and Sarah Bradstock. Don't have many horses, done a wonderful job with him. Decided to bypass the Royal and Sun Alliance chase yesterday for this off a 10-stone 4, and he's just given a huge boost to Ollie McGurn. Had a real battle with him up at Weather, but he never missed a beat until the last. Did it the hard way, and a wonderful success. Absolutely right what he was saying to Derek about he's waiting for the alarm clock to go off. Rides about one winner every 3 weeks, Matty, but never gets down.
but there was a lot of trouble in behind him. He was clear of the trouble. Ted John, 4 out. Is a danger fence.
Well, they've got a real good gallop, haven't they? There was always going to be some sort of carnage somewhere. And Copsail Lad, the first one to go down, just on the outside of Big Bob. Big Bob brings Copsail Lad down, and they're just on the outside, just coming through in the green colours. That was Jimmy McCarthy went down out of picture on graphic approach. Real horrible for that. And then coming down to the last, Lac Doudal, who'd been given a fine ride by Richard Johnson, gone round the outside, looked as though he was going to win coming from off the bend, but then Matty Battery just said this horse Peck lost an iron, and I thought that was it then, but he's picked himself up, Ted.
He's picked himself up, and quick too, take out the other leg as well too, because he'd a waste of time trying to get the other one in, and he sat down the flat of his arse then and was able to hunt him up the hill as good as he could and push away, and that's the way to do it, like a fellow hunting or anything else, and got a good old tune of him from there up. And when you see that fall up at the top of the hill and those fellas getting buried and fellas making an inquiry whether these lads are trying every day of the week, it's a thump up in their rear end they'd want, because this is the most difficult job in the world to do, and you certainly wouldn't be doing it for £100 if you didn't love it.
No, that's absolutely certain. The only sad thing about this is Matty's mum died about 2 months ago, but I'm sure she'll be watching from
and he's a
somewhere.
good old seat there. He's wrapped in around him there, and he's powerful. You know, he's not flapping up and down. He's an assistance to his horse.
And fair play to the horse, because it's gone 2 mile 5 flat out. When it had the chance, it could have just pulled itself up, but it kept itself galloping. And look at that.
Well, he would have been very unlucky, wouldn't he? Because he just
would
slipped,
have been unlucky to beat. But most horses, you know, the fact that the ground is decent has helped him. But he's kept his momentum. He's done it really well. So